Let's go, ok? Bora ver a rotina do Evil Dia. Ele gravou um vídeo, lançou hoje. O nome do vídeo é A Day in My Life Learn Language, ok? 11 minutinhos de vídeo, vamos ver? Let's go. É um vlog, daily vlog, sei lá.
What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to try something new. Now, I've been doing this for about a week or so with my members, and those guys seem to love it, so maybe you guys will like it. What I'm going to do is walk through my day as a language learner. Now, as most of you know, I actually work full-time.
Tá me irritando isso aqui.
So I work full-time as a game developer, so I learn languages around that and around the chores of just my general life. So in today's video,
Consigo desabilitar isso aqui não?
what we're going to do is we're going to do that together. I'm just going to learn languages, show you my struggles, show you what works, what doesn't work, and realistically intersplice that with just my life, because, you know, learning languages doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's surrounded by what I do. For example, this guy right here. Okay, so I actually started work pretty early this morning. I started it at 6 a.m. That's not normal for me. And
Então o dia dele começa às 6 da manhã. Tá.
I had to get up and update a whole heap of systems. I just noticed my cat's here in the bed, so I'm just gonna go lay on him. Okay, so I had to get up and update a whole heap of systems, and that actually took away my morning time, because normally in the mornings is when I'd learn, like, I'd do a fair bit of language learning. But this morning, because I was up early updating these systems, no time to do languages. And instead, now, it's just about to crack into lunchtime. I'm actually going to start my language study in a moment. But before I do, I got a bit of a whinge to make, okay? So as a lot of you guys know, I'm following a challenge. That's the Dreaming Spanish Challenge. And there has been constant controversy about the fact that I've been tracking my reading hours as basically just another form of input hour, because reading to me is just another form of input, okay? But everyone keeps...
É que nem eu tô fazendo. Leitura, tô contando como input, porque é input, pô. Ler ou ouvir é input. Não é output, ok? Input.
saying it has to be completely separate and tracked as words read. And I provided my ideas on why I don't want to do that in my previous video, but apparently there is an FAQ on the Dreaming Spanish website, I just went and looked at it, which says that you should be tracking 1 to 3 million words, and that should be done in like a random spreadsheet, okay? That's not in their roadmap. It's only ever mentioned in one random section of an FAQ, which now puts me like this weird state of, okay, so they want me to read 1 to 3 million words, but by when? Like, is that 1 to 3 million words by 1,500 hours of input, or is it just over the entire journey of me learning Spanish? Or like, there's no clarification around it. They just say, man, you know, 1 to 3 million words. So like, I don't know if that's included in the 1,500 hours or if it's separate, because a rough calculation says that would take me an additional 300 hours of reading. Okay, so am I including the next 300 hours to get to the 1,500 hour mark as reading, which obviously is going to take a massive chunk out of my input time with, you know, watching content and then also speaking, or is that just straight up on top? And in fact, this question has been annoying me so much as of recently that I literally emailed Pablo this morning to ask him a clarification on this thing, because like, everyone has got their own opinions on this. This is the one issue.
Então, quando tiver faltando uns 2 meses ou 3, talvez, pra finalizar o ano, eu vou começar a focar mais em, não apenas só no input, mas também no output. Para no dia 365, no último dia desse desafio que eu proporcionei, que eu me propus a fazer, ter um resultado mais palpável e fazer um vídeo top. Tá ligado?
Like, not the one issue, but one of the big issues with the Dreaming Spanish roadmap, I spoke about this early on, is that the beginning levels are quite clear. But as you progress, you can see it's more and more based on marketing, basically. It's like they didn't really have anyone who did this, so they just kind of guesstimated based on Pablo's experiences. Like there was no obviously studies or anything that were done. It was just like, this is what Pablo experienced while he went to that school in Thailand, and how can we like apply this to Spanish? And then it appears like everything else was just kind of an afterthought. Like reading, oh, okay, well, I guess you should do 1 to 3 million words, which is crazy because, like, in the Latin community, they say you read 2 million words, you can basically read most Latin texts. Like, it's basically a complete separate challenge in itself. Okay, well, let's forget about that part. What about speaking or crosstalk? How much of these things? Like, we don't have those numbers because honestly, I don't think they have those numbers. I think they're just waiting for enough people to follow their method for them to actually build out a proper roadmap. We are the guinea pigs, pretty much. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, because it's about to hit lunchtime.
We are the guinea pigs. Guinea pigs é porquinho da Índia.
Spend the next hour just doing a bunch of Dreaming Spanish input. I'm actually now...
Provavelmente ele falou isso porque porquinho da Índia são controlados. E ele tava falando Dream Spanish. Eu não prestei muita atenção.
Planning to do 1 hour a day of input.
Deixa eu ouvir de novo.
Time, build out a proper roadmap. We are the guinea pigs, pretty much. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, because it's about to hit lunchtime, spend the next hour just doing a bunch of Dreaming Spanish input. I'm actually now planning to do 1 hour a day of input via Dreaming Spanish itself.
Tá, então ele vai passar a próxima hora com o input do Dream Spanish.
Because a whole heap of people were complaining that I wasn't doing enough on the actual Dreaming Spanish website. I was doing too much off platform because, you know, like watching native content and stuff like that, or at least dub content. Literally people are saying, you know, you're not doing enough of the CI content. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll do an hour on their platform and then I'll do an hour off. That means like, you know, 50% of the time moving forward will be on their damn platform. Okay, up until 1,500 hours. I can do that. I can manage that.
Eu, Mário Ferreira, eu uso para traquear o que eu tô fazendo. Eu uso um caderno e aí coloco as horas, igual dia 10, 31 minutos que eu fiz, aí dia 11, 30, e dia 12, 74, entendeu? Aí tem dia que eu fiz aqui, ó, 129 minutos, que dá 2 horas e alguma coisa. Mas enfim, eu sempre traquei aqui. E eu não coloco, tem vezes que eu tô ouvindo música e aí eu não conto, né? Eu só deixo. Mas tem gente que conta. Tem dia que eu tô vendo tô deitado na cama vendo uma televisão e tô vendo um vídeo no YouTube em inglês. Tem dia que eu nem marco aqui. Mas tem dia que eu marco. Mas tem dia que eu não marco, entendeu? Então, não faz muita diferença a questão do track. Pra mim não faz, tá?
I don't think that's the best way to move forward, but whatever. I'll do that, okay? To settle down the haters. Apart from that, after work today, I'll continue doing the Spanish, and then I've got 2 hours of Chinese I need to do. And today is a Tuesday, so I've actually got a crosstalk session tonight with some gaming buddies. I think Chema I almost said Chema from Spanish Boost Gaming. I'm so sorry. Chema from Juego con Juarez. So I've got a crosstalk session, I believe, with him. I have to double check that. So I'll be doing that. But I will keep you guys posted. We'll look at absolutely everything. Okay, I know I said I would do the Dreaming Spanish over lunch. I will. I promise I'll get there. I just want to watch this video for a minute. Tron, he spoke 8 languages. Okay, so as you guys can see, here's the email I actually wrote. I'm probably your least favorite YouTuber by this point, but I need a quick bit of clarification regarding the roadmap. Now, I know I said I was going to do Spanish over lunch, but I've already changed my mind. This is just part of my life. Okay, I'm going to do Chinese. I don't know what it is. Something about that whole roadmap discussion just kind of pissed me off, and I'll do Spanish after work. I don't want to do Spanish right now. Screw you.
Deixa eu ler o e-mail todo.
Favorite.
Provavelmente se o seu último youtuber favorito por esse ponto, mas eu preciso de uma breve clareza sobre o roadmap. Eu estou trabalhando no nível 7, que requer 1.500 horas de input. Eu assumo que 1.500 horas, incluindo leituras.
YouTuber by this point.
Só confirma a matemática. 1.500 é apenas input, significa 1 a 3 milhões de palavras.
But I need a quick bit of clarification regarding the road.
1.500 de description refere pelo ouvido input apenas de 1 a 3 milhões, né? 1 milhão a 3 milhões.
Map. Now, I know I said I was going to do Spanish over lunch, but I've already changed my mind. This is just part of my life. Okay, I'm going to do Chinese. I don't know what it is. Something about that whole roadmap discussion just kind of pissed me off, and I'll do Spanish after work. I don't want to do Spanish right now. Screw you, Spanish, for making my life difficult. We're going to do Chinese. Chinese is nice and easy. Okay, as you can see, I got 99 words I got to do on LingoPie, so we're going to smash that out. Okay, so it's now 12:41, as you guys can see right here. I actually have not yet even touched LingoPie, Dreaming Spanish, or anything, because as soon as I filmed the previous clip, I got a phone call, had to deal with an emergency, and basically I lost my entire lunch break. But I'm now going to take a late lunch break because, well, I'm allowed to have a lunch break, and now I'm going to do it. Okay, just finished my LingoPie flashcards. As you guys can clearly see here. Remember guys, if you decide you want to use LingoPie, there'll be a link down in the description, you know, helps out the channel. Okay, so I've got a couple more hours of work left to do before I can actually start on the language stuff. Okay, it's 3:46 and I've actually finished work for the day. I actually finished about 5 minutes ago. That's because I started work way earlier than normal. And I've already started on my grind for the day. I've just had some dinner and I'm just starting to watch this video now from Chema. Now don't you bitches judge me, okay? I know this looks weird. I'm watching freaking some Spanish content while, I guess, squatting here on the floor. I do this because, for those of you who don't know, I've historically had a lot of lower back problems, and basically doing, you know, squatting for like 30 minutes a day or whatnot, not all in like one go. I do like, you know, 5 minutes and I'll sit cross-legged and then I'll change positions quite a lot. It's helped my lower back a ton.
Bom,
like,
se tá ajudando as dores nas costas, é isso aí. Continua, meu amigo.
It's still not perfect, but there was times before where if I tried to bend over to grab something, I might end up like with lower back injury and be in bed for like 2 weeks. This has helped so much. So yeah, I literally watch content now while squatting. Kind of stupid, but it works.
Y robarle los huevos a las gallinas todos los días.
Okay, I basically got 15 minutes left of Spanish to do for the day, so I'm just going to watch an episode of Terra Nova. I actually really enjoy this series. I don't know why. This is like the second time I'm watching it in Spanish.
De las cámaras.
Boom! And done!
Curiosidades.
And we're done with Spanish for the night. This calls for a celebration.
Mano, é muitas horas.
In all
estudando.
seriousness, I'm going for a shower now, and then once I'm done, I'll come back and I'll finish off the 2 hours of Chinese. Okay, I've just finished having a shower. It's about 7 p.m. right now, which means 2 hours of Chinese. Here we go. Grinders, grinders. I'm done.
Que dia cansativo, hein, meu amigo? Tá doido aí.
I've got the full 2 hours. Let me just zoom this shit in. I'll add some sound effects as well. There you go. I know that says 1 minute off. I know that says 1 minute off. I'll make up for it, okay? I'll whisper to myself in Chinese before I fall asleep or something, okay? To get that 1 extra minute in. But realistically, in the next 5 minutes, I totally forgot about this. But I have a crosstalk session with Gemma. I know I mentioned this earlier today, but I was done. I sat down, I was like, I'm going to relax and watch some Netflix. I've actually got time right now. And then Chema messages me and he goes, you ready for the crosstalk session? I'm like, fuck, I forgot about that. Yes, I am ready. Like,
Tá
it's
doido,
great, you know? It's just like, it was...
É muita coisa pra um dia, cara. Tá doido.
I was just kind of in the space of like, yeah, bro, I don't have to do language for about an hour. This will be good. This will be good. Anyway, I'm gonna go do that, and then you know what? This will be the end of the video. Like realistically, this is the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Please let me know down in the comments section if you guys like this, because I am playing with ideas of how to change the content of this channel. And the reason being is because my channel has basically hit like a pretty static point where growth is very, very limited. And obviously I want to improve things as much as I can. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of you guys watch just for, you know, the daily inspiration, basically. Less so for what I'm saying. It's just more for, you know, I'm here, I'm doing it, you guys are doing it. So maybe this will interest.
Não, tô tranquilo, velho. Tô confortável do jeito que eu tô. Esse negócio aí de o dia inteiro estudando idiomas aí é coisa de doido. Na minha visão. Sempre é na minha visão, né? E quando eu aprender inglês, se algum dia eu tentar outro idioma, provavelmente vai ser espanhol também, mais próximo do português. Mas não vai ser poliglota, não. Ser poliglota não é pra qualquer um. Ah, mas se você quiser ter muita vontade, beleza, mas eu acho que me falta saco, vontade mesmo de ser poliglota. Porque com vontade já é meio caminho andado, né, meus amigos? Convenhamos, né?